They say radio never dies. Even when the station shuts down, sometimes the signal lingers. And in one small American town, people learned that the dead still had something to say. Welcome to The Reflector. Shh. This story is not for the faint of heart, so prepare yourself. Late at night in the summer of 2022, residents of Mill Creek began hearing a strange broadcast. It came from an abandoned AM station, WMLC 1030. The station had been off air for over 30 years, yet suddenly the signal was back. The voice on the radio? It was calm, old-fashioned, and it spoke as if it already knew what was coming. Tomorrow morning at exactly 8:15, there will be a fire at the grocery store on Main Street. The next day, the fire happened, right on schedule. At first, people thought it was a prank, but the voice kept broadcasting. Every night at midnight, every message another prediction. A car accident, a robbery, a missing child, all of them came true. And what terrified the people of Mill Creek most was not that the predictions were accurate, but that the voice on the radio seemed to know too much. It mentioned names, addresses, even secrets no one had ever told. The sheriff ordered an investigation. Technicians searched the radio tower, but it was abandoned. The studio was covered in dust, equipment rusted, no electricity running through the building. And yet, the broadcast continued. Finally, someone compared an old recording. They discovered the voice on the air belonged to Daniel Crow, a DJ who had worked at WMLC in the 1980s. The problem? Daniel Crow had been murdered, stabbed to death in that very studio in 1989. The town grew restless. Every night, the voice grew darker, no longer just predicting accidents, but describing them in gruesome detail. And then came the final broadcast. The voice said,
"There is one last tragedy, one final story. At midnight, everyone listening will be part of it."
The next day, Mill Creek was silent. The radio stopped working, and every resident who had tuned in was gone. Radio never dies, and sometimes neither do the voices. So the next time you turn the dial late at night and hear a station that shouldn't exist, ask yourself, are you tuning in to the living or the dead?